second selection sees 20th place Southampton playing host to 10th place Brighton. And Southampton were bested in their last game in a South Coast derby against Bournemouth. Dango Otada and Ryan Christie netted within a space of 2 minutes to put the Cherries in pole position for the majority of the match. In the second half, the Saints were given a glimmer of hope of rescuing a point by Sulemana before Marcus Tavernier added Bournemouth's third to restore the 2-goal lead and to seal the deal, with the final score ending 3-1 to Bournemouth. In terms of form, after a brief change in fortunes with the win over Ipswich Town, Southampton did return to losing ways. They've now lost 7 of the last 8 Premier League matches. They host a Brighton side who beat Chelsea by 3-0 in their last match. Matoma opened the scoring within 27 minutes, with Yankuba Minter adding a second shortly thereafter. And then in the second period, Minter would add his second and Brighton's third to kill off the game as a contest. The score's finishing 3-0. Taking a look at the stats, we can see that Chelsea, well, they never really got going in this one. Despite holding more than twice the possession of their hosts, Chelsea did only manage to produce an XG of 0.54 and basically had no end product in the final third. In terms of form, this does mean it's back-to-back wins for Brighton across all competitions. Both of those wins actually came against Chelsea, and it was nice to put the 7-0 defeat against Nottingham Forest behind them. When we look at the head-to-head records, the reverse fixture between these sides finished on as even. Matoma made the breakthrough within half an hour before Flynn Downs levelled the score around about the hour mark, with the final score finishing 1-1. This scoreline was a much better result for the Saints than the Seagulls, as Brighton came out on top in every statistic, but perhaps the XG does show that the quality of chances did merit a 1-1 scoreline. This draw broke a 2-game winning streak for Brighton over Southampton, but the draw did serve to continue a 6-game unbeaten record for the Seagulls. My prediction for today's game is that I feel like a broken record when I'm talking about Southampton this year. They're simply not good enough to remain in the Premier League. They're coming off a loss against the Brighton side, who are coming off back-to-back wins against a traditional top 6 side. Additionally, Southampton holds the worst home record in the division against a side that's in the top 10 away from home. I like Brighton to win this game for sure, but by taking a look at their recent away form, we can see that there is a loss and a handful of draws in the last 6 road games. The odds don't really provide any value in laying Southampton, so I'm going to exercise some caution by backing Brighton, but only for a half stake here.